My name is Malachi. I started playing drums when I was 4 years old. I have 12 aunts and uncles. They're all musicians, so it was kind of a rites of passage for me to play this instrument, or just to play an instrument. I played a lot of other instruments too, violins, piano, guitar, singing, and I had a lot of family bands growing up, so I don't know, it was just kind of a family thing, and I like to keep it that way. Drums. I played drums because, I don't know, I mean, it was the instrument that spoke to me the most. I played everything, and I do love all the instruments, and I like to dabble on everything, and I can't play everything a little bit, but the drums were the heartbeat for me of an ensemble, and I resonated with it, and I just had to be a part of it. You know, I was beating on everything with pots and pans with spoons and sticks. And my mom was like, okay, let's get him a drum set so he can shut up. But besides that, you know, I just love the drums. It's just my heartbeat. Influences. Well, I have a ton of influences. I'm kind of like a sponge. So anything that I hear, from a bass player to a tabla player to a clarinet player, I'm going to try to incorporate it into my playing and to my composing. So, but my greatest influence growing up, number one, was Art Blakey of the Jazz Messengers, or Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. It was his band, and seeing a drummer as a band leader was like, oh my God, this is nuts. I mean, this man is ridiculous. And plus, he was just amazing. And then also John Coltrane. He was just very soulful. Like, his music really touched a lot of people, and that was something that I really appreciated about him. I also really like Miles Davis a lot because he was a strong figure, and that's for jazz. And then, you know, there's R&B too, like Earth, Wind & Fire, Aretha Franklin, Bill Withers, Commodores, classical music, Beethoven, Bach, Schubert, Felix Mendelssohn, you know, even cumbia, like everything, or tablas, like I love everything. So I kind of draw from world cultures, but yeah, those are some of my influences. Right now I'm working on a couple of different projects. I have a band I'm putting together called Something with Soul. Also, there's the Malachi Whitson project, which is my own personal group. I'm also about to graduate this semester with my bachelor's, and I'm pushing towards my PhD. But first I want to get my master's in Los Angeles, probably at the school called the Monk Institute, so fingers crossed. But besides that, yeah, I'm just really studying to get better at my craft and find better self-awareness in my music. What I plan to do in my music, that's a really tough question because there's a lot that I want to do. I want to make a change, definitely. I want to help out kids in the city communities because that's where I'm from. So start back at home. I also want to make a substantial foothold and greater acceptance of the arts in American society. I feel like that's a really big issue. Like, artists aren't put in a position where they're respected as equally as other occupations. And I want to really help facilitate that. So that's one thing I want to do with my art. And also, I don't know, I just want to make people groove, man. Like, I want people to enjoy themselves, like, and hopefully they can have something that they can hold on to, take home with, and something that touches their souls too. So. Interests outside of music. I have a lot of interests outside of music. I like philosophy. I like socializing a lot. Like, I like to hang out. Like, the hang is just epic for me, usually. But then, besides that, I like nature a lot. I like animals too. Yeah, anything that kind of helps to inspire my music. So it's kind of a necessity for me to have other interests, because an artist without inspiration has nothing to make art about, you know. So that's a big thing. But yeah, yeah, I like people. Like hanging out with people, talking to people, getting to know people. I'm kind of shy, but after I get over it, you know, then like over time, I like to talk to people, hang out with people a lot. But yeah, oh, and movies. Movies are my thing, straight up. Like, if I could just sit in a room and watch movies for like 9 hours, I'd be good to go. Like, that's it. But yeah, those are my interests outside of music.